Yeah. Nah, nope. Profit. Yo, where you at? Where you at? My homie Lou on the mic. The mother hosts need to stop. They ain't doing it right. If you ain't turned into Lou, what you doing with your life? Conversation so sharp, it ain't the usual night. We got athletes, entrepreneurs, even celebrities. Politicians discuss nationwide discrepancies. Hardcore tackling issues in our community. Spreading all knowledge, creating an opportunity. Tune in live with Liteskin Lou. Tune in live with Liteskin Lou. Tune in live with Liteskin Lou. Tune in live with Liteskin Lou.
Liteskin Lou. Liteskin Lou. Liteskin Lou.
Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. What's up, everybody? Liteskin Lou is back for the 10th episode of Live with Liteskin Lou. And today I have a very special guest, and I'm super excited to bring this guy to the channel. But before I do, I would like to thank last week's guest, Francois Escobar, aka Franchise Frankie and Frankie Sr., for stopping by and showing love. And also thanking you guys for your continued support of the channel and showing love every week. And now that that's out the way, let me introduce this young man. This young man was an amateur standout, racking up a record of 70-12, in addition to winning silver gloves, Junior Olympics, and also participating in Olympic trials. Fast forward to the pros, where he's 10-1 with 5 KOs. He currently holds the WBA, NABA Junior Welterweight title. He comes from the Dream Team boxing team in Clinton, Maryland. He is none other than Glenn Arden's finest, Greg SharpShooter Outlaw. That's right, Greg. Welcome to the show, champ. How you doing?
I'm feeling good. Thanks for having me. How you doing?
Man, I'm doing great. I'm so excited to have you on, man. I remember first meeting you at the Rosecroft. I've been following your career, but I finally got a chance to meet you. Great young man you are. Thank you for taking this interview. We just gonna stab right into it, man. Let the people out there know a little bit about yourself and how did you get into boxing?
As you said, my name is Greg SharpShooter Outlaw. Outlaw is my real last name, so I don't really need a boxing name. But SharpShooter came early when I was in school. I was real sharp at just everything I did. So I think one of my friends called me that, and I stuck with SharpShooter. From Glenn, Maryland, as he said, Bowie State graduate, Bowie State, top 10 of my class. So, hey, and I'm just striving in the pros and doing my thing.
That's right, and striving you are, man. You was the headliner at the Beltway boxing on May 28th. Even it was a no contest. What did you take away from that fight? Although it was short, was there anything that you was able to take away from that fight going into your next fight?
Yeah, just I really blame me. Well, I blame me for the whole thing, even though he came in with the wild punches. But I blame my skill set is a lot better for me than having to do that. The first punch I really threw was kind of like an overhand right, like I tried to put him to sleep punch. Well, I could have done my jab and straight punch. I'd eventually got him anyway. So I learned just do forget the crowd. Just don't let that happen again. Basically, that didn't have to happen. I blame myself for that as much as people say I shouldn't. But his wildness, my skill set, I should have offset any of that, anything he tried.
Okay, yeah, I like that, man. I like that. Even though it was a no contest, I think that you were able to take certain things away from it, which is good. How would you say your journey has been so far?
Yeah, it's been a roller coaster. It's been I had a lot of injuries. Then I guess growing up as a kid, which is crazy, I never got injured. I was little. Well, I had like football injuries because I was so little playing the sport and I played so hard. But there was never no injuries that kept me out of a game or practice or something where I just thought I was invincible. And I think my athletic abilities to granted, never stretching anything like that. Then I wound up tearing both my meniscus on separate times, and eye injuries. I had surgeries, and it's been a roller coaster. But I don't doubt the plan. I trust God, and I just keep grinding. And what's meant for me is gonna happen for me.
That's right, and that's the mentality to have, man. I love that, because what they say is, you like, look, I'm in this to win this, and that's just the whole mentality you have to have. what was it like headline? Because I think it's been like 3 years since you fought in front of your hometown, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was that like?
It was a beautiful thing. Even though my fans travel everywhere I go, my supporters, I love them. They like we had Atlantic City. We fought in Atlantic City for my belt in March, and we sold the most tickets there too. So it don't really matter where I'm at, but being back at home, it does. It's a different feeling, you know. I sell way more, of course, at home, and I know way more people, and the crowd is electric. It was a beautiful thing. So I came out to the backyard, you know, go. You know, I had the crowd going real stupid. You know, you're from the area, so I had like the whole perfect setup, and it just somehow it just didn't go to. I didn't lose, so that could have been worse. It could have been a lot worse.
Yeah,
I'm back.
That's right. I was supposed to come to that fight. My younger brother, Anthony Peterson, fought your co-main event, and I wasn't able to go because I had some other things planned. But you know, I remember my boy telling me like, "Man, you know, it was a no contest." I was like, "What?" Because I remember the build up. I remember the build up for the fight. You know, it was DC was stomping for that fight. So for it to end in no contest, I'm pretty sure it was something that you wasn't too happy about. But like you say, it's boxing and things like that happen. So that's right. So my next question is, what are some of your short-term goals? I mean, you know, I know you 11 fights in, but what are some of your short-term goals?
As far as boxing or in life?
In boxing, I'm sorry.
Win a few little lower level belts and put me in a position to get a bigger belt. Fight on TV, like a show boxing generation on like a ESPN top rank card, something like that, and start making that buzz so I can eventually win the big fights.
That's right. I was watching one fight, man, and maybe you can elaborate a little bit on this. You had a headband on it, said 12-1. Mm-hmm. I like it because what you was saying was you cocky a little bit, you know, confident, but I like that. Let everybody know what that 12-1 meant on your headband.
Okay, yeah. So I fought a guy that was for my belt actually. I fought a guy that was 12-0, and they were saying, a lot of people were saying, like, you fighting this guy, and you know he's undefeated, blah blah blah, and all this. And I'm like, this is the toughest fight. And I'm like, no, he's fighting me. It's like the loss I said kind of helped my career a little bit because people might think stuff's sweet, but I was telling them like this is toughest fight. Like, don't worry about me. I know my capabilities. I know my skill. So when I went to the weigh-in, I wanted that 12-1 to show him that he was gonna lose tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And he had a big crowd there to weigh in. He had a crowd. He had a few people there too. But as I whispered in his ear and I told him like, man, they can't fight for you. I'll see you tomorrow. Like, you know, I got you.
Yeah. Hey, Outlaw, let me tell you, when I was reading about the story, that made me like you even more because that's the type of guy I am. I'm confident, and I just feel like when I'm on my game, I could do anything, man. And that's one thing I like about you, man.
You gotta show me all that. I ain't trying to help. You gotta show me. I'm gonna show you, so you show me.
I think his internet froze up.
Oh, his internet went down.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, pay that. Yeah, pay your bill, champ. Nah,
can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah, we hear you now.
Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sure y'all the internet something's going on, but we're gonna get through this. I was just saying, what keeps you humble?
You said what keeps me confident?
What keeps you humble?
Comfortable or confident?
No, humble.
Oh, humble.
Yeah.
I think this me understanding life and understanding that God can take anything away from me. All this can go away from me. And any day he can take it away. And I'm not even nowhere near where I want to be at yet. So I'm confident and all that, but I'm still young in the game. I mean, I'm literally older, but in the game, like I've been in boxing for a long time. But as far as like the rankings, and I'm not where I want to be at. So you got to remain humble but hungry.
That's right. That's a big difference. Your first loss.
Yeah.
What did you learn from it? What was that? What was going through your mind after your first loss? I'm a big winner in anything I do. I don't like a big winner. I'm a sore loser. I don't like losing. I put my all into it. So it's like,
for me to lose, especially something like this, where this is my life, it's like until that opponent, people look at his record, but he was a rough opponent. He was a good comeback. That's my first fight in 2 years.
Yeah,
So
Andrew Rogers, right?
Yeah.
Andrew Rogers, yeah.
Uh-huh. He fought like Gary Russell. He fought some of the best. He's a prospect. He's an opponent. He fight all the best people. So if you come board jiving now in your game, he will probably beat you. I didn't come board jiving. I think I came in. I put all the work in. I take everybody seriously. I don't care who you is, because you're in front of me. I don't cheat my craft. And my supporters, they spend too much money and too much of their time to see me. So I'm never going to half-ass the sport. And then I'm putting my life on the line on top of that.
That's right.
But I think I came really. I mean, I don't like saying what really. I just learned that hydration is a big part. I learned that anything, like, you can't take this for granted. Don't take no. Even though I ain't take it for granted, it's like you can lose, bro. Like, let's snap a different fire in me that brought back an old fire in me. That's like, all right, bro, we gotta take this even higher. You with the stuff I thought I was doing, it wasn't enough. Let's do a little more.
Yeah, it keeps you. Well, I'm saying to some degree it humbled you, and I know, like you said, you wasn't taking them lightly. It just, in boxing, it happens. And that's one thing that I always say on the show is, just because you got a loss doesn't mean that it's over. A lot of people don't want to fight good competition because they feel afraid of losing it. Oh, what are your thoughts on that?
I think we come up in the Mayweather era, which is nothing. Respect to the GOAT. He did what he's supposed to do, 51-0, 50-0, whatever. But if you go back in them days when the best fought the best, everybody lost. Muhammad Ali, one of the greatest. Sugar, everybody lost. Everybody got losses on their record. Mike Tyson, who they consider him the greatest in the world. Everybody, they lost. So it's like, it's a lesson. It's like, how do you take from it? Floyd just did it. He just had a different type of blueprint. So a lot of the fighters, they probably won't take chances. They probably won't fight certain people. They probably won't do this. And they scared to lose that thinking their career is over. And some people out there that you lose, they call you a bum, or they say this and that, and they can't fight their way out of a wet paper bag. So it's like, it's the sport we in. You know what I'm saying? Sport I chose. You got to just keep do what I do.
That's right. You said that one loss don't mean nothing. All that did was help you springboard and spring forward with a bang, because you went on a 2-street knockout, right?
Yeah,
2 street knocked your next 2 opponents out. So when that happened, did you look back and be like, damn, that's never going to happen again? I'm going to always stay in the moment to keep myself in a winning position.
Man, no question. You don't know what that did to me. I went out of town. I was just hurt. I told you I don't like losing, so I was just zoned out, like depressed. And those who know me how competitive I am. So people was calling me and trying to check on me, and I'm good. I know how to mentally push through things. So I was telling them, like, I'm good. I'm gonna be all right. But they know deep down inside, as much hard as I work, as much as I don't like losing, I'm too competitive. That hurt. You know what I'm saying? But can't do nothing about it.
I heard that you're super competitive, that you wouldn't let your grandmama beat you in cards, man. Tell me that ain't true, man.
Man, it's 1,000% true, man. We play every Sunday. We played Sunday. We played Phase 10. I put it on my little Instagram. We talking trash.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, I don't let her win nothing. I'm really trying to beat her. Like, I'm really trying to beat her. Like, nothing. She not winning nothing with me. Like, I'm talking trash to her and all that. Rushing her. I'm like, nah, you're not winning nothing.
Oh, man, you terrible, man.
Like, with kids, I used to work at a daycare camp way back when, many years ago. And I used to play like Uno and all that. You're not winning anything. I'm not letting you win basketball. I don't care. I will back you down like you're Shaq. You're not winning nothing.
That's right. Seeing you with your grandmother, man, it just lets me know I can see that family guy in you. And that's one thing I like, man. And that's why your following is so big, because people want to be around a guy who's about family. Walk me through what your family life is like, man.
My family means everything to me. My grandmother, if you know our story, you don't need to explain that. That's like my favorite person, place, thing in the whole wide world. But my mother is she's like my biggest supporter. She's the reason why all those tickets is selling, and even like my fake mothers, fake aunts, and all of them, I love them all the same. You know what I'm saying? I was telling somebody how I had like a Mother's Day. That's like one of the worst days for me, because I got to spend so much, and I go get everybody a car. Well, I try to. And I got a new strategy for my mother's name. I'm going to have a cookout. They don't know that. But everybody means so much. Like, even after my fights, I hate when they kick me out, because I want to take pictures with everybody. I want to show some support. Like, if you support me, your family to me, I'm going to go to war with you. You go to war for me. Like, loyalty is big for me. And it's not, family first.
As it should be. I think no one can live without, you gotta have loyalty, man.
Question.
But I'm gonna change it up a little bit. You, Bowie State graduate, going to a HCBU school. What was that experience like?
Oh, I'm gonna try to keep it a little bit. My mother and them is watching, but it's the best thing. It's the best thing I've ever done in my life. I think if I could do it all over again, I would. Nah, for real, I met some of my closest friends, my brothers at Bowie State. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had my neighborhood friends I was so loyal to a fault. There's only a few of them from my neighborhood that's like really my brothers still. But some of my even closest friends is from Bowie State. College, the best years of my life. I got an education. I partied. I had fun. I learned some independence. And if I could do it again, I would do it again.
Do it. I would imagine you will. I was reading that you had the first boxing match at Bowie State. What was that like, having a fight that had never hosted a professional fight before? What was that experience like?
I made history. Look, I had my roommates. I mean, some of my old partners from school. They got screenshots. They sent me messages. They found it. I told them that when I'm gonna go to school for my mother and them so I can get a degree, to be the first one for my family. So I told them I'm gonna do that and I'm turning pro right after that. That happened. I told them I was gonna have I was gonna have the first fights at Bowie State. I made it happen. And then like just to walk back on campus and like doing something I said I was gonna do, settle the place out, all my friends, all my supporters, everybody. It was a beautiful thing. And I got one more thing I want to do for Bowie State, but it's gonna be epic.
That's right. Y'all hear this young man. He trying to do something epic, man. If y'all just getting in here, come through that door, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I'm up in here chopping it up with the SharpShooter Outlaw. I just kept saying that name all week, man. SharpShooter Outlaw.
That sounds sweet.
It sounds sweet. You can't even make that up, man. And it was a young kid that came to me. He found out that you were going to be on the show, and he told me, he said, ask him, where did he get the name from? And I think you said it earlier, but I think he just chimed in. Where did the name come from?
It came from me being sharp at life, young, and everything I did. School, work. I was school first. I graduated high school like a 3.75, something like that. I graduated college like 3.7 or 6 or something like that. And one of my friends, I could fight. I could play basketball. He was like, I don't know. He said it one day, and I just stuck with that. And I wanted to be Money Man. That was my first pro fight. I was Money Man Outlaw. And I'm like, man, that's not me. That's Floyd with the money. And let's go back to SharpShooter. And I changed that. I was like, I had to be me.
Yeah, because I remember when your name first started getting buzzed, I was like, damn, somebody said, yeah, man, you got to see SharpShooter Outlaw. I was like, there's a SharpShooter Outlaw there? I was like, well, with a name like that, I got to check it out, man. And when I finally met you at the fight, you decided, we come on the show, which I really appreciate. If y'all out there listening, this young guy is a class guy, man. We asked him. He said, look, we just going to go ahead and let's make it happen, man. Send a link. And that's what I like to see, man.
Support everybody. I don't care. I'm never too big. Even when I'm globally known, I would never be too big for nobody. I will always want to remain humble, come from where I come from. I want to be like Ali. I want to be like Ali, walking the streets, no security guards. You know what I'm saying? That's
right. I see, young fella. You follow the old greats. You see how he was walking down the street, and people walking up to him. He had no bodyguard.
None.
And that's what I like, man. So as I follow you on Instagram, I see you always grinding, always working. Where does that work ethic come from?
If you ask my dad, he say him. He say he got that work ethic from him, but which I think so too. My mom is a grinder as far as like putting like real work in. Probably, you know what I'm saying? Like she gonna work, but like exercising and that dog mentality. My dad is like he always been in shape, always kind of been grinding, and yeah, they thought he was like a sports player, but he just worked out fanatic. He was a fanatic, and so I think I got that instilled from him, really.
Yeah, well, he passed it on good because man, it's something. But we're gonna change this thing up again, man. We got the chat is blowing up. We about to go over to the chat room, SharpShooter, and see what the chat room is booming on. Kiki, what you got over there?
Okay, hey fellas.
Hey Kiki, what's up?
Okay, let's see. So I have the first 3 questions are from Mel. So his first question, he wants to know, who's your football team? Who's your favorite football team?
The Commanders, of course. We from here. Commanders, Commander football. Go Commanders.
Okay.
Special shout out to my man Mel.
Okay, let's see. So his next question, he said, who is your all-time favorite local fighter?
Local fighter. It's actually one of my favorite fighters. He's not even boxing right now. Is a guy named Mike Reed. He was a
Oh yeah, yes indeed, Reed.
yes indeed Reed. He was I tell him that all the time. He was one of my. He was a dog. You know, he was just like a dog. I just love seeing Mike Reed fighting. But he just right now, I guess, he's a little family problem. He doing this. I don't know what he's doing, but that was my favorite fighter, Mike Reed.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Let's see. The next question Mel has is, if healthy, how many times will you fight in 1 year?
Good questions. I stay ready, so I don't know how to get ready. So I try like 4 or 5. Because I don't really fight trash opponents neither. So like if you go to pull up my box rack and pull up other people, you'll see that I'm fighting quality opponents, you know what I'm saying, with winning records. So probably 4 or 5. Depends on how my body feels. I recover a lot more than I used to now. So I think I can do it. I know I can do it.
All right. That's some good questions, Big Mel.
Yeah, for sure. Quality questions.
I think that's it for the questions. There's a lot of comments I'm putting on the screen, but no more questions for now.
Okay.
I'll let you know when I get some more.
Well,
Is
thanks,
there
Kiki.
Is there any way to kick people out? Because there's a guy named Derek Marks that I'm like,
Yeah, he's in it. He said them Commanders are trash.
You trying to kick him out? We're gonna have to time him out for 300 seconds.
man, that's my man. That's my brother.
I know. If y'all just getting in here, man, like I said before, man, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, show SharpShooter some love, man. This young guy, I'm very impressed with him. Just an all-around guy, man. My next question is, you stand firm on women's equality.
Right.
You know, you did a tribute for the Mystics at your fight. I'm gonna let you elaborate a little bit, because that was a real touching subject, man. You want to elaborate a little bit on that?
Women have been a part of my life forever. Until my stepdad came in my life, who I also call my dad. My mom I seen her grind, I seen her struggle. I seen her with the work she put in. My nana, the work she been at she supported every event I had. She won't come to a boxing match, okay? She would never come to that. But every football game, every basketball game, anything I had, she came to. My manager is a woman. Like, we probably the first people to do that. So I believe women rule the world. Women is power. They superheroes to me. All the things they got to go through. So I definitely am an advocate of that.
That's right. Women secretly run the world. You see, I got a lady on the podcast with me. You see that?
Got to.
They make the world go round, man. I love that, man, because when I saw the Mystics, the outfit, I was like, that's big. Mm-hmm. A place in which they're playing at. That's right. Big, man. That's right. So how has it been with No Excuses? How has that journey been?
With
Dream Team.
Dream Team. Dream Team.
It's been good. So my coach I've been with since I was 5 years, since I was starting the thing, named Coach Will. He was at Sugar Ray.
Okay.
So I still train there. I train there 3 days a week. I probably do like 2 a day sometimes. After he had, like, when I turned pro, that year he had got sick. So that's when Fox, who was a Dream Team, came in my corner like, I help out. Let's do this. Let's be a team. And me and Fox, we were a team back in the day. I was like 15 years old. They was our team until they had left the gym over some crazy stuff. But so Fox and them, they've been like family. So it only made sense that we came together and it worked. So it's been a beautiful thing. I get some of the best sparring up there. Learning. I was always short growing up, and I finally got tall. I'm trying to learn how to use my height, and what better to learn from than the Twin Towers?
Yes, indeed.
6'4", 6'5". So being over there, seeing, and it's so good because we're so competitive. We work out side by side, and I don't like losing and nothing. As you get like sprints, I'm not letting them. We pushing each other. We spar each other. We push each other. We coach each other. We one big family. So it's been a good thing.
That's right, man. One thing that stood out to me is that at your weight class, you get a lot of sparring with Kobia, Jaleel Hackett. I think you've been at the Headbangers before. When you get this good old sparring bump, man, does that prepare? I know it prepares you for that next level, but when you go in there, what is your mindset to get out of those sparring sessions?
Learn, hold your own. Those are I tell people all the time. I came from a Devin Haney camp when he did his last fight. It's the one for all them belts. I was in his camp. So shout out to him, shout out to Champ. But You spar the best. That's how you get better. Like sometimes you might have a bad day, you might have, but that happens. But it's sparring. That's what's going to happen. There's no winning or losing. You only could get better. You know what I'm saying? So you always want to learn something. You get hit with a punch, you gotta say, I don't want to get hit with that no more, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But sparring, you got to spar the best. You can't duck that work. That's how you get better. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Still stopping still, man.
No,
You can't make that up. That's right.
Iron, definitely shot my iron, no question.
That's
Shout out
right.
to Jerry. Yeah, iron shot my iron.
That's right. So what's next for you? I mean, you did something May 28th. What's next for you?
So I just got approved to fight back this week. Actually, we've been going back and forth with the commissioner to they had me go through all the stuff like to get my eye. Cause I had a bad cut. They thought it was worse than what it was. But you can see it's good now. I got signed off by a doctor saying I'm good to go. So we're looking at October. I get called all the time because you know every promoter in this area want me on their card because I'm gonna make them all the money.
That's right.
We more than likely October though. We train. I've been in the gym, so I'm locking it for. I know something soon within the next week, hopefully.
Okay, I look forward to that, man. We got another question coming from a young lady. She knows a lot about boxing. Kiki, what you got over there?
Okay, let's see. So Tony has a question, and she said, who is your inspiration and what do you see yourself doing after your boxing career ends?
God is my inspiration. But after my career ends, I want to have plenty of businesses. I'm trying to open up a few things right now that's in the works. I started my own promotional company, so I'm signed to myself, SharpShooter Promotions. I want to sign some fighters. I want to have a few business partners that go with different things. All my friends and my brothers know, like, if I got the money and y'all got the vision or something, let's do it. Let's sink or swim. We all in this together. So I will be something. Like, I got a college degree, so I'm not saying like, I'm going to use it. Something's going to be made out of all that money we spent for the degree. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. You look, you earned it. You can use it the way you want to use it.
No question.
Anything else over there, Kiki?
No more questions.
All right. Yeah, let's get back to this thing. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all just getting in. If you just dropped in, hit that like button. Show SharpShooter some love. He said he gonna have something coming up in October, and I believe him. I can't wait. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We trying to go to the top with this joint, man. Young fella, I got a couple more questions, man, and I'm gonna let you on up out of here, man.
We good. I'm here now.
Oh, he say, look, he lock and loaded, man. So he ready to go. I don't know if I got this right. I think you had a choice to go off the college, but you chose to go for the Olympic trials. Do I get that right?
Yep,
yeah. So walk me through that whole mentality.
I could have went to A&T, which I wanted to go to, but I had to make a decision whether I was going to fight for the Olympic trials or pursue my dream, which is boxing, or like leave and go to school. So I chose Bowie State was never my option, but that was the best decision I ever made in my life. Some of my closest friends, some of my brothers, and I stayed. I made the Olympic trials. The one I beat won a whole tournament. You know, up there is double elimination. So I would never be able to beat the Olympic team anyway. I was fighting 108, and I was a freshman in college. I got this height and this size for the next year. You know what I'm saying? So I had to I'm glad it all worked out. I wasn't able to make the weight anyway. I was getting too big for the weight.
Yeah. So I like this story when you said your ex-college mate, he sent you that screenshot in 2011. Mm-hmm. You can't make that up. That's big, Greg. That's big, man, because what that does is it takes you back in time and be like, I made the right decision. You know, I'm on the right path, man. So when you got that screenshot, what type of feeling did you have?
It was like, I kind of smiled. It was like, I didn't want to say I told you so, but I'm like, yeah, bro, I told you we was going to do it. Like, it was a good thing that people believed in me and people knew, they screenshotted it because they knew I wasn't bluffing. And I showed them, I don't do no playing. I don't bluff.
That's right. This guy don't bluff. This man's a college graduate. Now he's starting off his career. He's 10-1 with 5 KOs, man. He got something coming up in October, and it's going to be big. I have no doubt about that. But there's also another fight, Greg, and I'm going to put you on the spot. I don't know who you like, Spence or Crawford. They are saying that this fight is supposed to happen November 12th or the 19th. Who wins and why?
I just want to see a good fight. But if I think it all comes down to who fights what type of fight. I think Terrence Crawford is a dog. So I think when you hit Terrence Crawford, a lot of times, in my opinion, once you hit him, he's like, I'm gonna go hit you back right now. And I think Errol Spence wants an inside game. I think Terrence Crawford could box and both sides, and he should probably utilize the ring and box him more. So I think if he brawl him, I think it'd probably be for Spence. If he box him, I think Terrence Crawford could do it.
Yeah, and that's kind of where I have it. I got it 51-49, man. When Spence was in an accident, when he first was in an accident, I didn't know how he was going to come back and respond. But after seeing him fight Ugas, yeah, he came back with the quickness, man. And now that kind of even things up for me. Like you said, it depends on whoever's on their game that night is definitely who's going to win.
Right.
So I'm just looking forward to it.
A good fight. About time. About time fight. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. So that's what I wanted to ask you. Do you feel like politics play a big part into why these big fights are not happening?
Absolutely, 100%. I'm in the game, so I know. But at the same time, fans want to see things, but it makes sense. It's a rough sport we're in. So once you lose, like I said, or something, certain people, they sell ship and you this, you that. They might shelve you. If you don't know what that means is you lose a certain amount of time. You can lose 2 fights, but it's 2 top fights you lost to. They probably won't let you fight no more for a long time. You know what I'm saying? So that's rough. It's a rough sport we in. I want people to get their money, get that chicken, and then you do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like that. It's a lot of fights that we could say that needs to happen, like Tank and Ryan. It's a lot of fights that's being held up for whatever reason that I want to see happen. But it is what it is. Like you say, politics are going to always be in boxing because there's money involved. So we're going to always have that. And I know you know that, Greg, because you're right in the water with it.
This is my sport. It's definitely I know some of the ins and outs.
That's right. So we got another question that just came in through the chat. Boy, you're a popular guy, man. They is just putting these questions in there. Kiki, what else you got over there?
Okay, I hope I'm saying her name right, but it says Jeria.
That's right. Oh, you did it. That's crazy. You're the first person. Nobody can never say her name right.
Oh, good. I'm glad I got it. She said, describe a day in a life when you're in camp.
Okay, for those who don't know what camp means, camp is like when I'm training for a fight. It just basically training probably 2-3 times a day, eating when I can, resting, recovery, stretching. So like a typical Tuesday, I strength conditioning from like 9 to 10. I go right to the boxing gym after. I probably get there about 10:30, leave about 2. Depending on if I ran when I was there or not, if I sparred or something, I might go back later on at night for some work or I'll run at night. And then just rest and sleep. It's just in the house, sleeping, trying to rest, boring. Can't do nothing. Well, some people go out and stuff. I'm like one of the disciplined ones. I don't like to, I like to really be in the house and stay out the way. It's rough. It's lonely. It's a lonely sport we in, a rough sport. You can't do certain activities, but life I chose. One have another way.
That's right. That's what boxers do.
So Lou, I know we usually do this towards the end with the social media handles, but Nikki Addison wants me to have you share your IG fan page info. Outlaw.
Oh, okay. You can follow me at SharpShooter Outlaw, and that's my personal page. But all the other information where you want my fights or my mom, she handles this page. I'm gonna tell her secret. She handles this page. The other one where she posts everybody's picture, everybody's that been there. She gonna listen. You meet her, you got my shirt on. She don't know you. She gonna make sure you take a picture or something. She gonna take a selfie and she gonna post you one of them slides. And that's Carlise Minott. So CarleseMinott. That's the fan page. CarleseMinott. That's like all my fight information. Everybody, if you want to be like, it's a girl I met at the fight, but I don't know who she is. I don't know what she look like. And you go back to that page, you probably find her. So that's like a little secret. You know what I'm saying? So.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Nothing wrong with that. So
and that's all the questions, Lou.
Okay. Thanks, Kiki. I appreciate it.
No problem.
So, growing up in Glenard, man, being at your size, what was that like? I'm pretty sure you got into a lot of fights, man.
Yeah, I had but I was protective. I was a little rough kid, but I had like my bigger brother, and I had like my best friend got killed. He was like bigger than a lot of us growing up. So like you fought me, you kind of had to fight both of us sometimes, or he'll fight first, or unless we was like in neighborhood brawls and stuff like that. I kind of was like everybody's. Like Lil Greg was like the star. I thought I was gonna be like the next football star. So it was like everybody came to my game Saturday. Everybody wanted to watch me play. But I was a typical like hook. Yeah, I did like stuff. I just was smarter than I think than the rest of my peers. So we fought a lot. I fought a lot, but you knew after you fight me, you beat me, I'm coming back with something, a weapon, or I'm gonna get you, or you gotta face one of my brothers or one of my friends. So it wasn't really too good. I wasn't a good battle to pick with.
That's right, because everybody had your back, man.
No question.
Yeah, I heard you mention something about football. What other sports did you play, and were you really good at it?
I was MVP every year except for 1 year, and I got like most outstanding offensive back. If I was this size growing up, like a regular average height growing up, wasn't so little, I think I'd have played football. But God knew what He was doing. But yeah, I was good at football, basketball. I played golf, swam, anything the black community had to offer, I tried it. And you ain't gonna tell you could beat me in nothing because I'm gonna try it. You gonna show me something. You know what I'm saying?
That was the competitive side of you, right?
Yeah, I ain't going for that.
I love it, man. I love it, because when did you realize like boxing was taking over? Because everybody play all sports, but it happens one time where you like, you know what? This is my sport. Do you remember when that happened?
I kind of had no choice. My last year of losing the playoffs, I was ready to fight my teammates per usual, and my dad came and was like, "Bro, you have to stick to boxing. You have to choose this sport because you can't keep fighting your teammates. You can't keep doing this." And also, my coach Will was telling him like, "I don't want him to get his head bigger, but he's getting a lot better. That he has to narrow down to something. I think let's see if we're gonna box." So I took his advice, and I said, "You know what? I'm gonna do this boxing thing. I can control the sport. It's 1-on-1. Let me see where this goes."
That's right. That's right. I like that. I like that, man. My next question though is power. I heard you say something about you're going to start sitting down on your punches or putting more power. Is there any reason behind that? You just want to get them out of there? Because I heard you say you don't get paid for overtime.
I'm about to say that again. It's like you don't get paid for overtime. I don't get paid for overtime. And fans want to see knockouts. They want to see me win, most importantly, but they like to see. They want to see that crack, and I got that power. Ask anybody who spotted me, so they know. So I'm gonna have to really start clipping, which I was going to do the last fight. I just did it in a stupidly way, and I think we both clashed. But this next fight, you're gonna see that. You're gonna see this. You're gonna see it again.
That's right. Coming up in October, man. I can't wait. I can't wait. When we get the tickets to that fight, we're gonna show up and show out, man.
No question.
Outlaw Nation. It's like it just take you by storm, man, because y'all just dominate the stands. I watched the fight, man. You had your whole entourage over there fighting in front of that type of crowd. Is there any unwanted pressure behind that?
Absolutely not. I'm used to it. But like I said, I'm the only one in that ring. Probably in the beginning, my first 2 fights, maybe. But it's like a beautiful thing. It's like they give you all that energy. They be loud though, so you gotta have to like. We got like a little signal when I can't hear them because like my aunt can't. Like they get loud. They get. You know what I'm saying? They be screaming. But I kind of tunnel vision. I'm locked in. And if he telling me something I can't hear, I give him a little signal and they probably speak up or something like that. But there's no pressure. It's who I am. They had every fight I've had, so it's not like I'm never fighting in front of them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like no, I'm used to it.
So even when you travel, man, they are there. So like you said, on the road, at home, it doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. That's big, man. So
bro, California, Alaska, we gonna be there. We gonna find a way.
That's right, man. So when you in that fight, I'll be confused because when the crowd is yelling, how do you like hear what your trainer is saying when you're fighting?
So first we got a game plan, but everybody got a plan. Until they get punching them off. I know y'all heard that before. But we got a game plan. I usually try to stick to it, and then you just kind of got to separate. You got to that voice. You know that you kind of got to separate it, or I get closer to them, or it's little ways you can do it. You got to have that tunnel vision. Hear that up. You got to. They get crazy though, but yeah, I wouldn't have no other way.
Yeah, because you got 5 or 6 people screaming at you. Throw the hook, get it too, box, throw the jab. You like. But I would imagine you used to hearing that one voice.
That one.
That's that. It's that one that stands out to keep you going, man. In reality. So Outlaw, man, I'm gonna give you a couple of minutes to give shots out and advertise whatever you want. I'm gonna give you the floor, man. You can shout out anybody you want to, or and do whatever. I'm give you
Oh,
this platform.
you didn't put me on the spot. Shout out to God. Shout out to the whole team Outlaw. My mom, my momager, Chi Chi, everybody support that came in the whole dream team. Sugar Ray Leonard. Shout out to you guys for having me on the show. Shout out to October. Hopefully we get out there. SharpShooter Promotions, whole Outlaw Nation. I love everybody. I love you all. Thanks for the support. I'm gonna keep fighting for you. I'm gonna keep giving this sport my all, and we're gonna do it again come October.
That's right. Do you know if it's gonna be here?
More than likely, it's gonna be here. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. We definitely gonna stay behind you, young fella, because ever since I've been following you, I like what I see, you know, and I'm a hard guy to impress, man. You know, I'm come from a boxing family, so when I seen you, you know, I seen you fight, seen you, you know, the footage on YouTube, and just hearing a lot of good things about you stands out. You stand out, man, in and out of the ring, a scholar and a boxer. There's very few still out there, man. So that's one thing that I always appreciate. A young kid that's grounded all the way around, family guy, and just a good kid. So, man, we're gonna stay locked in, man. Keep us posted on that fight. Before you leave, let everybody know your social media handles again for the people who just tuned in. A couple of people just dropped in, man. Let them know where they could find you at and where to look for you at.
I'm usually on Instagram. I got Facebook too, but I only post there sometimes just for I love y'all too, just for like a little bit. But SharpShooter Outlaw on Instagram at SharpShooter Outlaws, all spelled regular, no different, no shooter, nothing like that, shooter. And or just type in Greg Outlaw, should pop up, something like that. And follow me. I get active. You post me, I repost you. If you message me, I message you back. I ain't nobody to, you know.
That's right. That's right. This young man is humble. Kiki. Let's go to that chat. Before we leave, Greg, we're gonna read the people in the chat, give shouts out to people in the chat, and then we're gonna get up out of here.
Okay. Let me ask a quick question when he was doing the social media handles, because I see that you have GSO merchandise. So if somebody wanted to purchase something, where would they go, on the fan page or?
Yeah, probably the fan page. We're still working on our website. You guys DM one of us and we'll make it happen.
Okay. Yeah. All right, gotcha. Okay, so let me see. So I'm gonna tell you everybody that's been in the chat. We had Nikki in here.
Shout out to Dawn. Hey, mother. That's one of my other mothers.
We had Carlise.
That's my real mother, Big C. Hey, mother.
Okay, we had Arnice Green. I think, is that Niecy? I don't know if that's Niecy.
She's part of the Outlaw Nation.
Okay, yeah, Arnice. I know Arnice. Okay, Arnice Green. Your fave, Derek.
That's my brother.
Okay, Mel.
Big Mel.
Let me see.
Oh, that's y'all man, I think.
Yeah, that's Big Man.
Yeah.
That's my bodyguard.
Okay, Arnita was in here. That's Arnita's sister, right? They the twins, right?
You know a little bit.
Yeah, I know them. So that's why I wanted to make sure that was them. Okay.
No, that's not them.
Okay, so that's good. Small world. Okay, Tiffany in here.
Co-workers. What's up, Tiff?
Okay, Shonda.
Hey, Shonda. It's probably Shamika too. Hey.
Okay, let's see. Okima.
What's up, Moan?
Okay, I can't remember if I said Shamika, but I'll say it again. Shamika.
No, you did. That's Shonda's sister.
Okay, Shamika was in here. Boxing enthusiast. Let's see who else. We had a lot of people. Deidre.
Hey, Deidre. That's my brother. Hey, Deidre.
Tony K.
What's up, Tony?
Tony.
Not sure that is.
Tina.
Hey, T. Hey, Nuke.
McKinley.
What's up, Nuke?
Kaya.
What's up, Nuke?
Okay. Let me see who else. Let's see.
This guy got so many.
Jeria. I said her
Best
name.
friend.
Okay, Jeria.
Girl. What's up, Took?
Becoming 25.
That's my guy, Big Matt.
Okay, Taj, your little sister.
Little sis in the building. What's up, little sis?
Miss Malik. I think that's
Malik.
Miss Malik. Okay, Miss Malik. Sorry about that.
Hey, babe.
Let's see. Life of Balance.
Hey, Kyla.
Man, he know right off the break.
I think that.
Now you forgot Jasmine. Hey, sis.
Okay, yeah, you got it. Lorenzo Carpenter.
Renzo.
Modern King Boxing.
Modern King.
JD202.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
And I think that's it. I think I got everybody.
All right, JB and Boxing Enthusiast, man, I can't tell you how excited I was to have you on the show, Greg. Whenever you want to come back and kick it with Live with Liteskin Lou, man, this is your platform. Is where if you ever beefing with somebody, you want to get something off your chest, come see me. I'm opening the studio up just for you. Young fella, I'm proud of you. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Sky's the limit. Much success. I always got a saying before we leave: stay humble, stay hungry, and always live your life to the fullest. And with that being said, he got something to do, and so do I. So with that being said, we up out of here. Peace.
Yeah. Nah, no profit. Yo, where you at? Where you at? My homie Lou on the mic. Them other hosts need to stop. They ain't doing it right. If you ain't turned into Lou, what you doing with your life? Conversation so sharp, it ain't your usual night. We got athletes, entrepreneurs, even celebrities. Politicians discuss nationwide discrepancies. Hardcore tackling issues in our community. Spreading our knowledge, creating an opportunity. Tune in live with Liteskin Lou. Tune in live with Liteskin Lou. Tune in live with Liteskin Lou. Tune in live with Liteskin Lou.
Liteskin Lou. Liteskin Lou.